Hey, this is Matt Wenning at WenningStrength.com, and here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go over basic squat technique for you to get better. So now we're gonna have Ying introduce us in Chinese.
刀枪剑戟斧钺钩叉鞭锏锤抓躺棍槊棒拐子流星带钩的带尖的带刃的带刺的带峨眉针的带锁链的18般兵刃我是样样稀松。
So the first thing that we need to do to be a great squatter is we got to do a couple of big things first. The first thing is we have to have a strong core, okay? And getting a strong core, which includes the lower back, is not going to be just given for squatting. So there's a couple of things you're going to want to do before you squat, i.e. get your glutes firing, get your hamstrings strong. Notice that I'm saying a lot of muscles behind the body to get better. The core, i.e. the lower back, is going to have to be insanely strong for your squats to improve. But today we're going to go over some basics for you to get better at squatting. And basic number one is wear flat shoes. So you can see that I'm wearing sandals like I do always, but Ying is in flat-soled shoes, almost like skateboard shoes. Now you can wear these, you can wear a set of Chuck Taylors, you can do anything of that nature, but you want to wear something that's flat. Your body's foot is designed to squat. So if you put it on an elevated heel, it might feel easier to your back at first, but in the long run, you need to learn how to squat flat-soled unless you have some other type of issue, like a back issue or a knee issue where the heel shoe actually feels better for your particular mechanics. But I find that 95% of the people that squat, they just need a flat shoe, okay? And that doesn't mean a running shoe or anything with the heel. So let's go over the squat. So Ying is going to walk over here, he's going to get under the bar. Now the first thing that he wants to do to get under the bar is he wants to make sure that his hands are on the same position. So he's looking at these little hatch marks right here you can see in the bar that's grooved in, okay? He's going to make sure that the left hand and the right hand are in the exact same spot. This is a huge rookie mistake. Don't just think that the bar is in perfect position just because it's centered in the rack. It may be completely off. So he's going to center his hands. Now the first thing he's going to do is crawl under the bar. So once he gets under the bar, you're going to come back around here. What he's going to do is he's going to try to work on, and for some of you beginners, you might need more shoulder flexibility and work on that for a while. He's going to carry the bar right below his trap and right above his rear delt. This is what they call the shelf. This position right here allows him to squat really heavy weights, and he shortens this distance from his back to his pelvic bone or his tailbone. Now this shorter distance gives you a higher potential to squat bigger weights. You carry the bar higher, your chances of going forward are worse. So work on trying to get enough muscle in these positions here in order to hold this bar in this position comfortably, and two, practice your bar a little bit in the lower position to shorten this fulcrum. Okay, that's step one. Now step two, he's gonna lift the bar and he's gonna walk it out very, very small. So he's only taking one step, not 5 steps, one step. Now, he's going to make sure that his left and his right foot before he squats are completely equal. A lot of times beginners will have a foot forward and a foot back. You want to make sure they're completely even or as close to even as possible. The next thing that I think is a huge issue with normal and beginners is pick a place on the wall to hold your eyes. Don't move your eyes around. Focus on one thing. So I have taught Ying to focus with his eyes a little bit higher than neutral. So he's looking at the bottom of that jacket on the wall, okay? That is gonna fix his spine straight and make him be able to hold a great position under heavy loads or under fatigue. Now, the next big step is that he is not going to just go down to squat. He's gonna lead with his butt going backwards and his knees going outwards. And that is gonna put him in a really good position to squat. And up. Good. He's going to do 5 reps here and show you. Look how straight his shins are staying. Look how his knees do not go over his toes like an Olympic lifter. Look how he leads with the butt muscle coming back in order to squat. Notice how vertical his spine stays. And rack. Now when you rack, the trick is to walk all the way in to whatever rack you're in and then set it down. So if I go all the way to this post, I know that I'm in the hook. But if I just lace it in there real gentle and I don't bang into this particular hook or in another squat rack, I don't know for sure that I'm all the way in that little J hook. Therefore, the bar could come out and backwards, which would be very bad if you squat by yourself or you're in a garage gym where you don't have any spotters. You always want to make sure you go all the way into the post, and that will make sure that you're in the J hook. To reiterate some key points on the squat, one, I would say that one of the top things is fix your eyes on something. Now, whether you want to look down, neutral, or high, that's personal preference. I preferably would say high. The next thing is that his chest stays high. There is one cue that all the lifts share, and the one cue is the sternum stays high. So no matter what your belief is on technique or any of those other things, you want your sternum high on a squat, you want your sternum high on a bench, and you want your sternum high on a deadlift. If you maintain a high sternum, the chances are you're going to maintain good position. So I hope this video has helped you. It's hoped to give you some key points to learn to push out and sit back, not just go down in the squat. Learn how to lock yourself in position and practice this over and over and over again and watch your squat go very, very high.